Hello everyone. So today I'm a bit annoyed. No, not only today, but I have been a bit annoyed with open camera. So I did an upgrade of my Android, I believe, 2, 3 weeks back, and with my Android, my open camera app also got messed up. So I used to control the bitrate of the videos that I make, and my plan was, or my thought was that I will ensure that my videos don't really go beyond 100 MB. So basically, a 10-minute video would be roughly 100 MB. But after the upgrade, it is roughly 300 MB. It is still not bad, but still, I mean, it's a three times jump. No, anyways, so today's topic is basically not really a topic, but a question for you. It is a topic. So the question is that can you live without social media sites? Can you live without these popular platforms, and especially with whatever is happening right now? I think we should ask ourselves what will happen if tomorrow, let us say, these social media sites just shut down, right? Or you're blocked, or maybe they are uh, taken over by someone else and they change it completely, and you want to leave them, or you leave them, or basically you start uh, not using them, or basically you, for some reason, are maybe not interested anymore. So basically, for any reason, if you stop using these social networking sites, will it make any difference to whatever you're doing? Now, I think it will definitely make a difference to a lot of us, but not really everyone. Now, what I want to talk about today is again something similar to what I have been talking about on this channel, which is of course just sharing what I do. I think we all should have our own website, and if you have your own website, it could be just a simple website with the bare minimum options to let your visitors contact you. I think that is important. So if you're planning to have your own website, maybe you are just interested in sharing your thoughts. It could be a blog, it could be just your profile. And if that is the case, then you definitely want people to reach out to you. Maybe they want to say thank you, or maybe they want to uh, just contact you to hire you. If you are a business, then you definitely need a way for your potential customers to reach out to you. So if you have a website, a simple website, make sure you have your contact details, or maybe have like a contact form so they can fill it up, or maybe you have your numbers, your email address, whatever works. So basically, a way to reach out to you. At the same time, and by the way, this is what I do. I do have like a contact form, not really a contact form anymore. But basically, if someone needs help from me, they raise a ticket for me. So I do have my own service desk where I do capture these incoming queries or leads. For example, if I'm, let us say, interested in receiving work. At the same time, if let us say you are on these popular sites and people follow you, or they are subscribed to your content, then in most cases you want, I think you definitely have an agenda, right? If you want people to follow you, then you definitely have an agenda. For example, on YouTube, I do have subscribers on both Ravi Sagar and this channel. On this channel, I'm not yet monetized, but on my other channel, I'm monetized. So I do have an agenda because I do earn money from it. I also want to promote whatever I do. Like, I want people to buy more of my books. I want people to uh, watch my videos so I can earn more money. I want people to also at the same time reach out to me and contact me or hire me for work. So that is of course my agenda, and I'm being very honest about it. But at the same time, I love doing what I do and I share it. It's a good feeling. Now, uh, up on of course YouTube, I have some subscribers, but if I talk about, let us say, my website, and if you are thinking of using just website, nothing else. So apart from having this ability to let your potential customers or anyone reaching out to you, you can also uh, set up a newsletter. Now, my personal preference would be to set up a newsletter using your own website capabilities. That is ideal because you own your customers' data, and of course, you should let them opt out. I think these are like norms anyways these days. But you can also use something like Mailchimp that works. Again, Mailchimp is fine, but it is probably not good. It is again you are using someone else's service, right? So it is again not ideal, but it is a good start. Anyways, you can also have an option on the website to let your audience subscribe to what you do. It could be a newsletter, but on top of newsletter, what you can also do is make sure you have an RSS feed. So not many people use RSS feed, but usually good sites they have RSS feed. So RSS feed basically will let someone like me subscribe to your content, and there are a lot of people still using RSS feed, and RSS feed is also a good way to basically enable your site so that other services or other readers can read content that you're posting regularly. What you can also do is if you have a website that is providing some content, like it's a content rich website, then you should enable APIs. But in that case, APIs, whenever it comes to APIs, people might abuse your service. But bare minimum, I think you should have a contact form. Definitely think about using a newsletter, maybe RSS feed. If you're a bit techy, if you can do things yourself, then look at Indieweb website. So Indieweb is one website where you can go and where you can learn about how to make your own website, or maybe convert your existing website to follow Indieweb principles. So if you go to Indieweb website, they will tell you, okay, if you want to manage your own content using, I mean, basically they have different categories. So uh, the idea of Indieweb is that do everything on your own website, right? Everything, A to Z. It could be using your own website to check in, which I do, using your own website for posting photos, which I do, using your own website for reading content from other websites, which is something that I do. So I can actually pull my Twitter feed on my website, and I can then just focus on it. And I also have my own mobile app. Uh, I mean, there is one mobile app called Indigenous, which can actually read data from your website, and that website of yours will, in a way, reading it from Twitter, for example, or maybe any other website. So basically, when you have multiple indie web-based websites, those websites can talk to each other. I think that will probably take a long time uh, to become like a normal thing, but these days there are some platforms uh, that can do these things natively, but ideally you should do it yourself, and you should not worry about I think the most important part is that you should have a website. That is it. I think even if you have a website with a way for your clients, your audience, or viewers to reach out to you, I think that is all you need. Rest of the things are basically just I mean, you might think it is important. For example, on my website is a Drupal based website, so it is of course a bit more complicated. But on my website I had a contact form and people were reaching out to me, so I disabled it. I also had commenting feature, which I also disabled. So now it is all through Twitter. So if you, because whenever I post something on my website, it goes to Twitter, and if you reply to a Twitter post of mine, it will come as a comment on my website, right? It's really nice. It is done using the Indie Web module in Drupal. But do I really care about it? I don't really do a lot with those comments because I don't really want people's opinion on what I do. And people who really are interested in hiring me, they reach out to me. Or if I need to if I need to do something with that, I'll do it offline anyways. But having a website itself is basically a way for you to have your presence online, so that you're there. And I think we all should have a website, whether you are a student, whether you are working, whether you are doing your own startup, or whatever you're doing. You should have a website and post on it. I think starting website is a good start, and it could be a static website forever, but you can keep on posting different blogs on it. And if you're new to my channel, I have made plenty of videos where I talked about how to use Emacs org mode to basically run a website, and basically you can use Emacs to maintain your website where you can post blogs. So yes, you can do that. So I did use static site generators like Jekyll and Hugo and Graph. Graph is not really static site generator, but Graph is like a flat file system based CMS. But you can use them. They're also good. I try because after trying it, because I came from a Drupal background, and in Drupal you can do a lot of things really nicely. But at the same time, when you're using static site generators, uh, you like it, but at the same time, for me, either I do it very simply, like plain website, HTML website, or I rather do it using Emacs org mode, which is also plain HTML website. But I do have this org mode based website, Ravi.pro. If you go to Ravi.pro, you can see the website that I maintain using org mode. If you go to ravisagar.com, that is like a simple HTML website. If you go to ravisagar.in, it is a Drupal based website, and ravisagar.in is the main website because the work that I do is, I mean, there are a lot of things that I do. I have online courses, and and I want those courses to be organized, or all the videos and everything that I share on my channel. I want it to be organized on my website, and that is why I use Drupal. And because I am also a Drupal developer, I can still manage it. But I think you should focus on owning your own content, hosting your own website, and at the same time, not worry too much about the newsletter. But if you have to worry about newsletter, then first consider RSS feed, and then consider your own newsletter on your own website using your own website's native capabilities. Like maybe if you're using WordPress, if not, then use Mailchimp or something similar. But uh, the idea here is that we should build your own community. I think I made a video on this topic. If you build your own community, like your own network of people, for example, I have, of course, some people following my Ravi Sagar channel, some people following my BlackBerry Bar channel. I have my own service desk. I also have my newsletter. So it's a small community. It is not really massively distributed. Like I'm not really using like 10 of different tools. I honestly don't care about my LinkedIn followers or Twitter followers uh, or people who follow me on other platforms like Facebook. I mean, I do care about them, but I don't really interact with them on those platforms. For example, I do post sometimes on LinkedIn. I use LinkedIn because I think a lot of people are using it in 2022, but I honestly don't care about it at all. The only thing where LinkedIn is good is that it will let you. I mean, people can send you a message, right? And I have kept that option open. People keep on sending me messages on LinkedIn that I've raised a ticket for you. Can you please look at it? I do look at my LinkedIn messages, and I think when you are trying to network with people, uh, LinkedIn, having a presence on LinkedIn is good. Having a presence on Twitter is also good. Having a presence on YouTube is also good. But it is your website that you should probably focus on uh, the most. All right, that is it. That is all. Bye bye.